Hey, YouTube family, welcome back. And I'm going to give you a couple of different plays on natural gas. Now, I really want you to pay attention to this video. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you a one bonus tip. I'm going to tell you the ETF that I have begun to buy for natural gas, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to play it. But first, we're going to get into the analysis if you're trading this in a typical trading platform. So let's go ahead and jump into natural gas. Okay. Now, if you look here, we are currently sitting on the December 2025 futures contract for natural gas. So make sure that you follow along. Okay, so we want to kind of pinpoint this floor right here. This floor was very important. Okay, we came down to retest this level right here. Okay, we did not close below that level. And so for now, that is very important to remember. Okay, so as we go a little bit deeper in the analysis, I am going to be showing you a lower floor, but whether you're buying from this floor or if we dip to the lower floor, I'm going to show you in a few minutes, I would heavily consider to buy natural gas, especially that this is a December play, meaning we have until December contracts expire, okay, for this play. Now, we did have another floor down here at 3.69 on this December contract. Now, keep in mind, we are currently in mid October. So, as the weather begins to change, as we begin to get some of these cold fronts, as some of these cities and states begin to experience snow, the demand for natural gas is going to go up. So, historically, you look to buy natural gas in September and October, and you want to hold those natural gas positions as long as your stomach can tolerate it. But really, you want to try to hold these things into November and December as well. So this 3.77 is a key area where I began to buy positions of natural gas. Okay, here both on the trading platform. And again, if you stay until the end in just a few minutes, I'm going to show you the actual ETF that you can buy. So that way you don't need to worry about is this thing going up or down. You can buy whatever you want to buy as far as ETFs are concerned. I'm going to show you the possible, okay, upside to this. Okay, remember, I am not a financial advisor. This video is just for education purposes, and trading comes with heavy risk. So never trade money that you cannot afford to lose. Okay. So this is the position that we currently have on natural gas. Now, I mentioned the second level at the bottom. Okay. And the reason why I mentioned this is because, as you know, in many cases, natural gas on Sunday has a very strong likelihood of opening with a massive gap. So the reason why I want to show you the bottom here is because if natural gas does open up with a gap down at the bottom, so that would mean price opens like this. And let's make this a red candle. Okay. Price opens like this on the Sunday open. You can see here, this is where price closed on Friday. The space or the difference in price between these two would be considered the gap. If we do gap down, the play is to add and buy more here and then eventually begin to take it up from here. Okay. Now, let me explain to you what would happen if natural gas gaps up for whatever reason. Okay. If natural gas gaps up, now this is very important. Okay. So pay attention here. If natural gas gaps up, I would not take the short position on natural gas because natural gas, as you know, if you've been trading this for a while, we still have an open gap that was created weeks ago, much higher. Okay. And I'll show you that in just a little bit. So they could relatively gap up, not come back down for that gap for weeks. So do not short any natural gas gaps that may happen in the market only and only if this scenario pans out where we are getting a gap to the bottom. Then we look to buy more with natural gas. Okay. Now, you're not going to relatively see it on this chart here, but we do have a gap up in this area, okay, from the last contract that is still open right around this 4.0 area. So, what I want you to do, okay, what I want you to do is to do this now. I want you to go ahead and pause this video and I want you to open up your broker with natural gas. I want you to head up to about this 4.0 area, and what I want you to do is tell me if you have a gap around that area. And if so, two things so you can help out your fellow traders. Go down to the comments and write down, let us know what your broker is. And then, secondly, is where do you see the gap? Is it 3.98? Is it 4.10? So head down to the comments and comment below not only your broker if you want to, because that'll help other members who may have the same broker, but second, more importantly, where do you see the gap? Because every broker is going to have the gap in a little bit of a different place based on the price of that broker. Okay, so that's going to be a huge help for people who are coming across this video. And don't forget, the only way that we can get more people to watch this video and get good investment advice is to like the video and share the video so others can watch this video as well. So that is kind of the overall game plan. Okay. Understand that, okay, uh, we hold for December. Okay. So the goal here is that we are going to try to hold at least one position. Okay. And if you're new to this, we explain this in the trading club all the time. This is why so many of our members have become successful. We are still trading at lower risks, but we're entering multiple positions. So the example would be, let's say that you are going to trade at 1% risk. You are going to enter two positions, each at 0.5%. When we get substantially up a little bit, we are going to close that position in profits because you always want to take some profits off the table. We're going to move the stop or the stop area that you may have in mind that was going to be your risk into profit. So if you do get knocked out, you get knocked out into profit. But the goal is that we can have a runner, okay? That we can have a runner. So let's assume that you take a cash out somewhere up here, and we'll make this blue on your first position. The goal is that you then want to leave a runner to see if that runner can possibly fly way higher up to this gap. Meanwhile, it's protected down here. Okay. So your stop loss is placed in profit. Okay. I'll make that red. So if price does reverse back, it knocks you out, but you still made a little bit of cash from your original positions down at the bottom. Okay. So that is kind of the overall play when it comes to natural gas if you are going to kind of trade this inside of a typical trading platform. Now, what I want to do is I want to kind of convert over to that ETF that I was talking about. So let me go ahead and share my screen and show you this ETF right here in front of you. Okay. So let me go back to the chart, and the acronym or the symbol for this is UNG. Okay. So this is an ETF that is heavily connected to natural gas. So let's take a look at this price action. I want to squeeze this chart here for a minute. Okay. I want to squeeze this chart for a minute. You can see right here the potential upside. Now, yes, this was back in 2022 where this ETF hit $137 a share. Okay. We are currently trading at $12.33. Okay. The most recent low was this 1172. Okay. So just take a look at that chart. Take a look at this ETF. Okay. And you let me know down in the comments the potential for this particular ETF when it comes to natural gas, especially knowing that we are heading into some deep winter months across the world. okay, especially here in the United States as well. So this is a good opportunity for you to say, well, maybe I don't trade natural gas in a typical trading account because it's too risky for me. Okay, then you have an opportunity to, even if you buy one, two, three shares, and this goes from $12 to $14, okay, that is a $2 price change. It's an easy way for you to turn a few bucks into a few more bucks. Okay. So I think this ETF has extreme upside when it comes to the purchase of it. We're not saying we're going to get back up to 136, but if we even look here, and let me bring this chart up right here, and we just go back up to this most recent high, which was 1405, and you're picking this up somewhere between 11 and $12, I think is a good opportunity for you to, put $25 in, put $30 in, put $100 in, whatever you can afford to do. And you can begin to look at this ETF as an awesome buy for you to have in your portfolio. And I wouldn't even consider this a long term portfolio. This could even become a short term portfolio, meaning once we get back up to 14, 15, dollars a share. If you feel comfortable, cash out, close half your positions, right? Keep those ETFs open for the long haul. Maybe we do get back up into this chart and we get back up a little bit higher into these other levels. Right here, for example, in July of this particular year, we were at $16. So we're going to need to break 14 to get to 16. But here is an awesome opportunity for you to look at buying the ETF. And you can do one of three things. You can just trade it, you can just buy the ETF, or you can do all two, which gives you the third option. You can trade it and buy the ETF as well. And you can use any typical broker to buy this. So if you have no broker and you need some information, I'll go ahead and link, for example, Robinhood, which is in the United States only. You can use my link below. And if you do use my link, you're going to get free shares as well. As recently, I got some free shares of NVIDIA, for example, which just tanked on Friday. So grab some free Tesla and NVIDIA shares, and you can see that link in the video description as well. Okay. So I hope this video gave you some options when it comes to natural gas, whether you want to trade it, whether you want to just buy the ETF, or you want to do both. And if you need someone to help you, if you need a community of traders to guide you along the way, because trading is hard, but trading in a community is much, much easier, head up to my website, theprofessortrades.com. When you get to the homepage, and I'm going to be revamping the homepage, I promise in the next few weeks, you're going to see a promo code on the first few lines there. Use the promo code. Come on in for just a few dollars. You get 30 days of trying out the club for the cost of, one decent meal. Okay. So come on in. We hope to see you. We're going to welcome you. We're going to celebrate birthdays with you. We're going to celebrate special events. We're going to trade live once or twice a day. We do live analysis. We've got an Elliott weight room. We've got a chat room. We've got a spiritual and physical mental wellness room. We've got a stocks room. We've got a cryptocurrency room. Come on in and check it out. You have absolutely nothing to lose. And the top side is only amazing. So I hope to see you in there soon. We'll trade on Sunday gaps live as well. So if you want to join us this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to look at the gaps in the market, join. We'll welcome you this weekend, and then you can join us live inside our own private community. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a phenomenal weekend. Don't forget that God loves you. Stay connected in your faith. This is all just temporary. We can't take this with us. So make sure that you are connected to your faith and that you are doing right for yourself and in your heart. And don't forget, at the course of this week, you can find 5 minutes to do a random act of kindness. That could be buy a cup of coffee for someone. That could be buy a meal for someone. That could be you're at a drive through and you just pay for the meal for the person behind you, never letting them know that you did it. Walk away knowing that that act of kindness will hopefully be reciprocated over and over again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.